Big-time baseball here on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Baez charging in on it. On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Striding in, Tommy Pham. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. And now a pitch on the way. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when the third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone's going to be awfully small today.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know, the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. It's the Cardinals nothing, Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings His A game. He has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Batting second.
Hey, after a leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Here's Chris Bryant now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's got 5 base hits in 27 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Wong is there. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Now the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Schwarber going back to the track. That's in the basket. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a hit.
Batting 7th, shortstop.
At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Weakly hit towards first. He's got it to second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 1-0. And pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Now the 2-0 home. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Fowler. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Here's Addison Russell as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses for ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Calling for it, Fowler. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third, as this should get him on the board. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Seventh, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's got 8 hits in 27 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field. Digging in, Colton Wong. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Now here's the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Bryant in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2 misses for ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Rizzo over to his right. 1 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18, Carlos Martinez.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Ready for another chance. Dexter Fowler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Baez is up with it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top 1-0. The next tub up, Javier Baez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Javier Baez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Kyle Hendricks.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
1 strike.
The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Ian Happ. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Baez ranging into the outfield, makes the play, 1 away.
Third baseman number 13.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that one stayed too low apparently. Cue shot here out towards short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
The count now at 2-1. Carpenter leads off first with 1 away. 2-2 one more time. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit back up the middle. One there. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Riding in once again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Pham has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Wilson Contreras reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bryant leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Two and two to the Cubs catcher.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Carpenter has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Fly ball out to right field. Hayward has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1.
Zero.
1-2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Throw over to first, and they'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Martinez, base runner at first with 1 out. So a full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. Martinez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Colton Wong will stand in as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1, here it comes. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
DeYoung, the runner at second with 1 away. The 1-2. Softly hit to the left side. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Martinez.
So here now's the pitcher, Carlos Martinez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Look out, 2-0 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field, base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
A ball and a strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cards lead it 3-1. Here's Jason Hayward now. A matchup with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something.
Popped him up. Molina is there. 1 away.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Pham has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Cubs are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 28, Tommy Pham.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 delivery. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again. 1-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Third baseman, number 13.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. But that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
He loses him on ball 4.
Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Contreras moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and here now is the catcher Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Happ arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman Jose Martinez.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Martinez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Pham on second. Carpenter on at first with 2 down. And he just misses with a curveball. Paul DeYoung would be next. Count remains full. Another full count pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. Pham at second. Carpenter at first. 2 out in the inning. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably. He drives in a couple of runs.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart after 5 2/3, as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Steve Cishek answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. First pitch on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Pham on third. Carpenter over at second. Martinez on at first with 2 down. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 left for St. Louis, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. To 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Sinking liner toward left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has a read on it. 1 out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Wilson Contreras hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and one to Schwarber. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-1 home. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Addison Russell will be next. A full count now to Kyle Schwarber. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Ready for another shot now, Jason Hayward. And their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. High pop-up. Carpenter is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of the dugout, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Tight one on our hands, all tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play.
Leading off for the Cardinals. Second baseman, Colton Wong. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 32, Ryan Dunsey.
He's set, and the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground is second for Baez. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 18, Carlos Martinez.
Jed Jerko will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Jed Jerko.
Pedro Strop comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
For the Cardinals, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball that just misses inside. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Line drive to left, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Down in order goes Dominic Leone. Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Dominic Leone.
Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. So
leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Javier Hart.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Tommy La Stella come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
Now batting, center fielder, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it. You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And a fastball just a bit high. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Ready with the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Fires. Rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Giro. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Still 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Hit on the ground to short. And they'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubbies are in front, 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 37, Justin Wilson.
Leading off the inning, Tommy Pham, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So 1-1 home. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Eighth inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Carpenter. It was a walk in his last trip.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Drilled to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
The batter, number 4. Molina. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 6, Aro Edwards Jr.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. High and deep to right center. On the move is Hayward. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. One left for the Cardinals. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Brett Cecil is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 27.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Albert Almora is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Almora makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Cecil, playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The next 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
First pitch on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's Jason Hayward now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. DeYoung's got it. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
In now, Javier Baez. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Albert Almora will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 5, Albert Almora.
Digging in once again, Jose Martinez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Leading off for St. Louis, first base. Jose Martinez. Now pitching for the Cubs, number
Safe
15.
situation looming here, and they'll hand the ball off to the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging. You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
First delivery to him on the way. To third. Bryant is up with it. To second for 1. Back to first. A ninth inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Greg Garcia will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 35, Greg Garcia.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is in time, and the rally comes up just short as this ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Chicago Cubs jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Pedro Strop gets the W on the mound, so that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball.